The morning begins in silence, deep silence, complete silence. The kind of silence that exists only in places of prayer, of contemplation, of peace. You stand in a stone corridor, long and narrow. The walls are thick, ancient, built to last, built to shelter. The stones fit together perfectly, each one placed with care, with intention, with devotion. The light is dim, soft, coming from high windows, small openings in the thick walls. The light falls in beams, pale gold, touching the floor, the walls, creating patterns, shadows and light. The air is cool, still, barely moving. It smells of stone, of candle wax, of incense, faint, sweet, ancient smells, timeless smells, the smell of prayer, of peace. Your footsteps are quiet, almost silent. The floor is stone, worn smooth by centuries, by countless feet, walking slowly, reverently. You add your steps to all those others, past, present, future, all connected. The corridor stretches ahead, seeming endless, disappearing into shadow, into the heart of the monastery. You walk slowly, no destination, just walking, moving through the space, the sacred space. Candles burn in niches in the walls, small flames, steady, unwavering, the wax dripping slowly, forming pools, hardening. The candles have burned here for centuries, always burning, never extinguished. The eternal flame, the perpetual light. You pause at one, watch the flame, the way it burns, straight, true, the light spreading, pushing back the dark, small but certain, persistent, beautiful, the warmth from the candle, gentle, just enough to feel. Your hands near the flame, the heat welcome, comforting. You breathe, slowly, deeply, the stillness entering you, becoming part of you. You continue walking. The corridor turns, opens into a larger space, a hall, high ceiling, arched, the architecture reaching upward, toward heaven, toward light, the stones joined in perfect curves, strong, graceful, eternal. The hall is empty, no furniture, no decoration, just space, pure space, the walls bare, the floor plain, but beautiful, the beauty of simplicity, of purpose, of devotion. Light falls from high windows, clerestory windows, above eye level. The light comes down, soft, diffused, landing on the floor in rectangular patches, glowing, the stone catching the light, holding it, releasing it gently. You stand in a beam of light, the warmth on your face, on your shoulders, gentle, welcoming. The light pure, clean. You close your eyes, feel the warmth, the peace, the presence of something greater, something holy. The silence is profound, not empty, full of presence, of peace, of prayer. The prayers of centuries, soaked into the stones, into the very air, still here, still present, still powerful. You open your eyes, walk forward, through the hall, your steps echoing slightly, the sound absorbed quickly, the space vast but intimate, holding you, keeping you safe. A doorway appears, arched, simple, leading to another space. You pass through, into a cloister, a covered walkway surrounding a courtyard, open to the sky. The cloister is beautiful, arched openings, looking into the courtyard, stone columns, slender, graceful, supporting the arches. The ceiling vaulted, the light filtered, gentle. You walk along the cloister, your hand trailing along the stone, cool, smooth, solid. The texture pleasant, reassuring. The stone has been here so long, will be here long after. Witnessing, enduring, peaceful. The courtyard is a garden, simple, ordered. Geometric beds, gravel paths, a fountain in the centre, water flowing. The sound soft, constant, musical. The water clear, catching the light, sparkling. Plants grow in the beds, herbs, for healing, for cooking, for prayer. Lavender, rosemary, thyme, their scents rising, mixing with the sound of water, with the light, creating an atmosphere, sacred, healing, perfect. You pause, lean against a column, look into the garden, the geometry pleasing, the proportions perfect, everything balanced, everything harmonious. The garden a reflection of order, of divine order, of peace. A bird lands on the fountain edge, small, brown. It drinks, dips its beak, tilts its head back, drinks again, then flies away. The moment brief, perfect, a gift. You continue walking around the cloister, past the arches, each one framing a view of the garden, of the fountain, of the sky. Each view a meditation, a prayer in form, in stone, in space. The cloister completes, returns to where you began. But you are changed, quieter, more peaceful. The walking, the garden, the silence, all entering you, becoming you. Another doorway, leading deeper into the monastery, into the heart. You enter, descending steps, stone steps, worn in the centre by centuries of feet, going down into coolness, into deeper silence. A corridor below, underground, Vaulted ceiling, lower, more intimate. Candles burning, more here, creating pools of light, islands of warmth in the cool darkness. The air smells different. Earth, stone, age, wholesome smells, ancient smells, the smell of foundations, of roots, of depth. You walk slowly between the pools of light, through shadow, through light, the rhythm soothing, predictable, safe. Cells line the corridor, small rooms, monk cells, doors open, you glimpse inside. Simple spaces, a sleeping mat, a wooden cross, a shelf, a candle, nothing more, everything needed, nothing wasted. The simplicity is beautiful, profound, each cell the same, each cell unique, each a place of prayer, of rest, of solitude, of communion with the divine. You continue. The corridor turns, opens, into a chapel, small, underground, low ceiling, intimate, holy. The chapel is dim, many candles burning. On the altar, on stands, in niches, the light flickering, dancing, creating moving shadows, living shadows, the space alive, breathing, stone benches, simple, hard, for kneeling, for sitting, for prayer. You sit, the stone cool beneath you, solid. You rest, breathe, let the peace fill you, completely. The altar is simple, stone, a cloth, white, clean, a cross, wooden, plain, beautiful in its simplicity, in its meaning, in its presence. You close your eyes, the darkness complete, but not frightening, safe, held. The chapel holding you, the prayers of centuries holding you, the peace holding you. Time passes, or doesn't. No way to tell, no need to tell. Just being, just breathing, just present, in this moment, this eternal moment. You open your eyes, the candles still burning, the chapel unchanged, timeless. You rise, slowly, reluctantly, but knowing you will return, can always return, this peace always here, always waiting. You leave the chapel, back into the corridor, ascending steps, rising, toward light, toward the day, but changed, carrying the peace, the silence, the prayer. You emerge into daylight, not bright, just brighter, the light welcome. You are in another cloister, different from before, larger, more open, the sky visible, vast and blue. The sun is higher now, the day progressing, but slowly, gently, time moving differently here, slower, more peacefully, each moment full, complete. You walk around this cloister, no hurry, no destination, just walking, being, the arches framing views of sky, of clouds, of distant hills, Each view a meditation. A bell rings, distant, soft, calling, not urgent, just calling, to prayer, to presence, to awareness. The sound pure, clear, fading slowly, into the air, into the silence. You pause. Listen. The bell has stopped, but its presence remains, in the air, in your mind, in your heart, still calling, still present. Another corridor. You enter, this one wider, higher, more formal, leading somewhere important. You sense it, in the proportions, in the light, in the atmosphere. The corridor opens into a library, vast, high ceiling, rows of shelves, reaching up, filled with books, with manuscripts, with scrolls, knowledge, wisdom, preserved, protected, honoured. The library is silent, even more silent than elsewhere. The silence of reverence, of respect, for knowledge, for learning, for truth. The light is perfect. Large windows, clear glass, the light flooding in, illuminating. Tables beneath the windows, for reading, for studying, for copying. The work of centuries, preserved here, in this space. You walk between the shelves, the books old, leather bindings, worn, loved, used. The titles in Latin, in Greek, in languages unknown. But the presence clear, the wisdom clear, even without reading. You touch a binding, gently, reverently, the leather soft, smooth, warm, the book real, solid, a vessel containing thoughts, ideas, prayers from someone long ago, still here, still alive. In these pages, a reading desk stands near a window, angled, perfect for reading. A large book open on it, illuminated manuscript, beautiful, colours bright, gold gleaming, the work of years, of devotion, of love. You look at the page, the letters perfect, careful, each one formed with intention, with prayer, with dedication, the illumination intricate, vines, birds, flowers, geometric patterns, all praising, all worshipful, all beautiful. The light falls on the page, making the colours glow, making the gold shine, the page alive, vibrant, speaking across centuries, across time, still speaking, still teaching, still beautiful. You turn away, reluctantly, but there is more to see, more to experience. You leave the library, back into a corridor, the journey continuing, always continuing. The corridor leads upward, stairs, stone, spiraling, up and up. You climb slowly, the steps worn, each one slightly different, shaped by feet, by time, by use. Higher and higher, the air changing, fresher, moving. You sense openness, sky, height. You emerge onto a tower, open to the air, the view vast, extraordinary. The monastery below, roofs, courtyards, gardens, beyond, fields, forests, hills. The world spread out, beautiful, peaceful. The wind blows, gentle, constant, cool and fresh, carrying scents, grass, flowers, earth, the wind of the heights, of openness, of freedom. You stand at the parapet, stone beneath your hands, solid, protective. You look out, the view endless, the world so large, the monastery so small, but significant, a point of light, of peace. In the vastness, clouds move, slowly, majestically, across the blue, casting shadows. On the land, on the monastery, moving shadows, changing the light, creating beauty, temporary beauty, eternal beauty. You breathe deeply, the air pure, clean, filling your lungs, your body, your being, cleansing, renewing, the breath of life, of spirit, of the divine. Time passes. You stand, watching, being, the wind, the clouds, the view, all of it entering you, becoming you becoming it. Unity, connection, peace. The bell rings again. Below. In the monastery, the sound rising, clear, beautiful, calling, always calling, to presence, to prayer, to peace. You descend, the spiral stairs, down and down, back into the monastery, back into the stone, the shelter, the peace. You emerge into a refectory, a dining hall, long tables, wooden, plain, benches on either side, simple, functional, beautiful in their simplicity. The hall is empty now, between meals, between gatherings, just space, waiting, ready, the tables clean, scrubbed, the wood pale, smooth, high windows, light falling. On the tables, on the floor, creating patterns, moving patterns as the sun moves, as time passes. A lectern stands, at one end, for reading during meals, scripture, lives of saints, words of wisdom, nourishing the spirit, as food nourishes the body, both necessary, both honoured. You walk the length of the bark rough, warm from the sun, solid, strong. The tree has been here so long, has seen so much, witnessed so much, silent witness, peaceful witness. You close your eyes, the breeze on your face, the rustling above, the peace around, within, everywhere. Complete peace, perfect peace. Your breathing slows, deep, regular, in time with the breeze, with the rustling, with the peace, all breathing together, all moving together, all one. Time stops, or becomes irrelevant. Just this moment, this eternal moment, under the tree, in the cloister, in the monastery, in peace, forever peace. You drift, not sleeping, not waking, between, floating, held, by the tree, by the ground, by the peace, completely held, completely safe. Images drift through your mind, the corridors, the candles, the library, the tower, the chapel, all of it blending, flowing, becoming one experience, one piece, one journey. You return to awareness, to presence, to the tree, the cloister, the moment, but changed, renewed, refreshed, the peace deeper, more complete. You open your eyes. The light has changed. Later now, afternoon, the shadows longer, the light golden. Beautiful light, peaceful light. You rise, slowly, brush grass from your clothing, look up at the tree, thank it, silently, gratefully, for the rest, for the peace, for the presence. You continue the journey through the monastery, always more to see, more to experience, more to receive. A garden appears beyond the cloister, larger, less formal, vegetables growing in neat rows, beans, peas, cabbages, sustenance, life, growing, fruit trees, along the walls, espalier, trained, apples, pears, plums, blossoms or fruit depending, the season, the time, the cycle, natural, eternal, beautiful. The garden is peaceful, ordered, but alive, growing, changing, birds singing, bees humming, the sounds of life, of growth, of abundance. A monk works, in the distance, bent to the soil, weeding, tending, the work slow, meditative, prayer in action, work as prayer. The monastic way. You watch, not intruding, just observing, the simple labour, the dedication, the care, each movement deliberate, intentional, meaningful, work made sacred, by intention, by presence, by love. You walk through the garden, the paths between beds, gravel crunching softly, underfoot, the plants on either side, growing, reaching, living, the miracle of growth, of life, of creation, ongoing, always. The scent of herbs, strong here, basil, mint, sage, released by the sun, by the warmth, filling the air, healing scents, holy scents, the scent of prayer, of offering. You pause, touch a basil plant, the leaves soft, fuzzy, the scent immediate, strong, clean, on your fingers, the smell of life, of earth, of blessing. The garden ends at a wall, stone, old, high, protecting, sheltering, the garden safe, behind walls, within walls, the monastery enclosing, protecting, keeping safe, a gate, in the wall, wooden, closed, locked, but not forbidding, just marking. Inside, from outside, sacred from secular, necessary boundaries, meaningful boundaries. You turn back, into the garden, toward the monastery, the journey inward, always inward, deeper, into peace, into silence, into the heart. Shadows are lengthening, the sun descending, the day moving toward evening, toward night, the light changing, softening, becoming golden, then amber, then rose. You return to the main cloister, the one you walked first, coming full circle, returning, but different, changed by the journey, by the experiences, by the peace. The cloister glows in the evening light, the stone warm, golden, beautiful, the arches framing sky, pink and orange, the day ending, beautifully, peacefully. You walk slowly, around the cloister, again, the journey circular, like the day, like life, always circling, always returning, always continuing. The fountain plays. In the courtyard, the water catching the light, glowing, pink, gold, the sound constant, soothing, eternal, always flowing, always singing, always praising. The bell rings, calling to vespers, evening prayer, the sound spreading through the monastery, through the air, through your heart, calling, inviting, welcoming. You follow the sound, through corridors, to the chapel, the main chapel, larger than the small one below, grander, but still simple, still peaceful. The chapel is dim, evening dim, candles burning, many candles, on the altar, on stands, in holders, the light warm, flickering, dancing, creating atmosphere, sacred atmosphere. You enter, quietly, reverently, find a place, sit, kneel, however feels right. The stone cool beneath you, solid, supporting. Monks file in, silent, robed, taking their places in the choir stalls on either side, facing each other across the chapel, the community, gathering, united, one. Silence, complete, profound, waiting, pregnant with prayer, with presence, with the holy. A voice begins, chanting, Latin words, ancient words, the melody simple, haunting, beautiful, rising, filling the space, the stones carrying it, amplifying it, making it more. Other voices join, antiphonal, back and forth, side to side, the voices blending, separating, harmonizing, creating something greater than individual voices, something transcendent, something divine. The chant continues, minutes, longer, time irrelevant, just the sound, the prayer, the voices, rising, falling, endless, eternal. You close your eyes, Let the sound enter, fill you. The Latin meaningless, the meaning clear. Prayer, pure prayer, beyond words, beyond meaning, just prayer, just presence, just communion. The chant ends, fading into silence, deeper silence, pregnant silence, the air still vibrating, still alive, with the prayer, with the presence. Scripture reading, a single voice, clear, reading, words of ancient wisdom, of comfort, of truth, the words familiar, even if not understood, the cadence, the rhythm, speaking to something deeper than understanding, speaking to the soul. More silence, between readings, between prayers, silence as important as the words, maybe more. Silence allowing space for the holy, space for presence, space for communion. The service continues. Prayers, psalms, readings, chants, all flowing together, seamlessly. Ancient liturgy, practiced for centuries, unchanged, unchanging, eternal. You are part of it, part of the prayer, part of the community, part of the eternal stream of worship, of praise, of prayer, flowing through time, through space, through souls, unending. The service concludes. Final prayer, final chant, final silence, then rising, bowing, departing, slowly, quietly. Each monk to their cell, to their rest, to their solitude. You remain a moment longer. In the chapel, the candles burning, the silence deep, profound, the peace complete, soaking in, going deep, into your bones, your soul. You rise, finally, bow to the altar, turn, leave, into the darkening corridors. The candles fewer now, the shadows deeper, night coming. You walk, slowly, no hurry, no destination, just walking, through the monastery. Your monastery now, your home, your sanctuary. You find a cell, empty, waiting, simple, perfect. You enter, close the door. Soft wood, fitting well, shutting gently. The cell is small, just enough space. A mat, a blanket, a small table, a candle, a cross. All you need, more than enough. You light the candle. From flint. The spark catching, the flame growing. Steady, warm. The cell illuminated, cozy, safe. You prepare for sleep. Remove your sandals. Unfold the blanket. Lie on the mat. The floor hard beneath, but the mat comfortable. Simple comfort. Good comfort. The candle flickers, casting shadows. On the walls, on the ceiling. Moving shadows. Alive, gentle, keeping you company. Through the small window, high in the wall. You see stars, a few, bright, clear. The night sky, vast, but not frightening. Beautiful, comforting. The stars watching. Like the candles, like the prayers, always watching. You close your eyes, the candlelight visible still, through your eyelids, orange and warm, the cell quiet, the monastery quiet, the world quiet, all at peace. Your breathing slows, deep, regular, the breath of sleep, of rest, of peace, your body relaxing, completely, sinking into the mat, into the floor, into the earth. The monastery holds you, in its stone arms, in its prayers, in its peace, centuries of peace, surrounding you, entering you, becoming you. You drift towards sleep, gently, naturally. No resistance, just drifting, into rest, into peace, into the holy dark. The candle burns, lower now, the flame smaller, but steady, still giving light, still giving warmth. Faithful, present, the monastery sleeps, monastery. Around you, monks in their cells, all resting, all at peace, the collective rest, the shared peace, you part of it, held by it, your thoughts quiet, fading, becoming dreams, or nothing, just rest, just peace, just the deep dark, of sleep, of safety, of home. The bell will ring, in the morning, for matins, for dawn prayer, but that is hours away, the night long, the rest deep. For now, just sleep, just peace, just rest. The stars wheel, overhead, moving through the night, through their ancient patterns, constant, reliable, beautiful, the universe turning, the earth sleeping, you sleeping, the monastery eternal, has stood for centuries, will stand for centuries more, the stones enduring, the prayers continuing, the peace constant, you part of it, always part of it, your breathing barely audible, so quiet, so deep, the sleep of the peaceful, the sleep of the safe, the sleep of those held by something greater, something holy, something eternal. The candle sputters, the wax low, the flame flickering, then settling, burning on, just a little longer, a little more light, a little more warmth. Then it will go out, and that is fine. The dark is safe. The dark is peace. You sleep, deeply, completely. The sleep of monks, the sleep of centuries, the sleep of peace. Your body still, your mind quiet, your soul at rest. Dreams come, gentle dreams, of corridors, of candles, of chapels, of gardens, all peaceful, all beautiful, all holy. The monastery in your dreams, as in your waking, always present, always home. The night deepens, the darkest hour, before dawn, the deepest silence, the deepest peace, the monastery breathing, softly, slowly, in unison, all sleeping, all resting, all at peace, and you, sleep on, safe, held, at peace in the monastery. in the silence, in the holy dark. Sleep, deep sleep, peaceful sleep, eternal sleep. The stones watch, the prayers hold, the peace remains. And you, sleep, forever sleep, holy sleep, in the monastery, in the silence, in the peace. Rest, complete rest, perfect rest, in the arms of the monastery, of the prayers, of the peace. Sleep, and the night holds you gently, safely, always. Sleep, in peace, in silence, in the monastery, forever, always, now. Sleep, deep, peaceful, complete. Rest, perfect rest, holy rest, in the silence, in the stones, in the peace. Sleep, and all is well, all is peace, all is rest. The monastery, the prayers, the silence, holding you, always, forever. Sleep, peace, rest, always, sleep.